Welcome to Eternal Manna, the daily devotional broadcast of Grace Gospel Church. Today we want to conclude the psalm that speaks about death, the funeral psalm, Psalm 39. And we want to look at verses 11 to 13 as we conclude it. Verse 11, when you rebuke and discipline anyone for their sin, you consume their wealth like a moth. Surely everyone is but a breath. So David is saying God has the right to rebuke us, to confront us when we sin, and to discipline us. And we have looked at it quite extensively yesterday. But we need to be reminded of it again today, verse 11. And what is one way in which God disciplines us? You consume their wealth like a moth. A moth eats away slowly but surely at a garment, rendering it useless. And that's what the discipline of God is going to do. Slowly but surely, God is going to eat away at our wealth. Now, this wealth could be financial, but this wealth could also be beauty. People worship beauty, and God can remove the beauty, the physical beauty, and strength. People worship strength, power. They want to show off their muscles and their feats. I was watching a clip of North Korean soldiers who are doing some incredible feats, with their strength, and unbelievable. But you know what? The discipline of God can remove our wealth in terms of finances, our beauty, our strength, just like how a moth eats away at a garment. And again, David reminds us in verse 11, everyone is but a breath. He said it in verse 5. Underline that word breath. We are just a breath away from eternity, just a heartbeat away from eternity. That's how frail we are, and we need to be reminded of it all the time. Now, verse 12, he again begins to pray, and this seems to be a pretty desperate prayer. Verse 12, hear my prayer, Lord, listen to my cry for help, do not be deaf to my weeping. So the psalmist says, God, I'm crying out to you. I'm shedding copious tears in your presence. Weeping eyes are never turned to heaven in vain. The gates of mercy open wide when the hot drops touch them. So if you are weeping today on account of your sin, on account of something in your life that you're not very proud about, be assured that God will hear the voice of your weeping, and God will extend his mercy to you. The psalmist says, I dwell with you as a foreigner, a stranger, as all my ancestors were. What a way to recognize your identity. Before God, we are foreigners, we are strangers, we are aliens. Abraham lived as an alien, as a stranger here on earth. And David reminds himself that his forefather Abraham lived in tents. He didn't have a permanent place. He lived in tents. He was on the move. He was like a nomad. And that's how we are in this world. We are strangers. Nothing is secure. Nothing is permanent. And we must not get attached to the things of this world. We must not send our roots deep into the stuff of this world, because it can be taken away. We must long for our eternal home. And we need to pray, Lord, wean me from this world and help me to stop loving this world. And he closes with verse 13. Look away from me that I may enjoy life again before I depart and I am no more. Did you hear that last part? Before I depart and I am no more. He was very conscious that death was at hand. Just like Job and Jeremiah, he can see no more than death staring him in the face. And he says, oh God, look away from me. Look away from my sin And Lord, look with eyes of blessing upon me. Deepen my prayer life. Heal me, strengthen me, and help me to face life again and to fulfill your purpose here on earth. So, Psalm 39, we see a very chastened David, and he is praying some very intelligent prayers that you and I would do well to emulate. And I want to encourage you to go through this psalm from time to time and to remind yourself, as I need to remind myself, how short our life here on earth is, the brevity of life, even for the best of us, and that we prepare for eternity by surrendering our life to God, by trusting Christ for personal salvation, and to make sure that we are living for that which is going to last for all eternity. How sad it would be at the judgment to see all our works burnt up and we see a pile of ashes. So I want to encourage you to build on that which is going to last, that will stand the test of time and eternity. Have a blessed weekend, and God willing, we'll see you again next Monday. Amen.
For more videos like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Grace Gospel English Church Toronto. Thank you.